to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend marks the release of a film that really has one of the most anticipated movies of the year already. If you came out of Split a couple years ago, the M. Night Shyamalan film, you're probably looking forward to this as much as I am. And this is not just a sequel to Split, but also a sequel to Unbreakable. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of the 2019 film Glass, coming up now. Set 3 weeks after the events of Split, the Horde has kidnapped 14 girls to sacrifice them to the Beast. However, vigilante David Dunn is hot on his trail and could be the only human who can stop the creature. After their big showdown, the two are placed in an asylum, and David is reunited with his old foe, Mr. Glass, who also is being held there. At the hospital, Dr. Ellie Staple, a psychiatrist, is trying to get the three individuals to realize their abilities might not be as real as they believe them to be. Mr. Glass soon attempts to strike up a bargain with the Horde to break out of the hospital and show the world their abilities are as amazing as they think they are. So what did I think of Glass? I thought it's a satisfying superhero drama. It's a sequel to both M. Night Shyamalan's films, Unbreakable and Split, bringing the characters together into the same story. While I liked the film, I didn't quite love it. I think I thought things were going to be a lot different in my head with this mashup, and I feel like there were so many things could have been done and felt there was a lot of lost potential here. The film really starts out with a bang, and it's very entertaining. Seeing the characters battle each other, and even just their interactions, are a lot of fun. There's also a lot of good suspense in the first act of the film as well. Once they get to the asylum, the pace slows down quite considerably, but that's where the story gets pretty deep. The powerful characters do actually start to wonder if they do have the amazing abilities or if it's just in their head. The film made good use of its modest budget as well, and I thought that somewhat scaled-down production worked well, giving it a bit of a different feel than something like Infinity War. It's also interesting to see these heroes and villains in the real-world setting, and Glass trying to create a world of heroes by using David and the Horde facing off against each other. Speaking of Mr. Glass, I wish he had been in a little more to do, as he stays sedated for almost the whole first half of the movie. There are quite a few flashbacks too, including a deleted scene from Unbreakable that was put into this film. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't really feel needed. Being an M. Night movie, fans are going to be expecting a twist, and there are actually a couple towards the end of the film. I feel like the ending will really split fans, and now after seeing it, can understand how people could hate the experience overall after seeing the finale. I wasn't really too sold on the ending, but I'd like to see what could happen next, if anything, as it could change how I felt. I like that I felt different ways about the characters throughout, and I found myself really feeling for the villains at times too. James McAvoy once again steals the show as Kevin Crumb, the man with 20 plus different personalities, a number of which are very dangerous. I love him playing the character, and it's amazing how much like in Split, you can tell who's going to be talking next just by a facial expression before he even begins. Bruce Willis reprises his role as David Dunn, the vigilante with super strength, now being referred to as the Overseer, who wants to stop Kevin's horde of personalities. Samuel L. Jackson as Elijah Price, aka Mr. Glass, the mastermind whose bones are easily breakable, who wants to escape the asylum with the help of the Beast. Sarah Paulson as Dr. Ellie Staple, the psychiatrist who specializes in delusions of grandeur, trying to get through to the three patients. Anya Taylor-Joy, how you doing? As Casey Cook, the teen girl who survived her encounter with Kevin's personalities and believes there's some good in him. Spencer Treat Clark as Joseph Dunn, David's son who's actually helping him on his patrols. And Charlene Woodard as Mrs. Price, Elijah's mother who always believed him, and took care of him. While I wasn't thrilled with some of the choices made here and there, and I felt disappointed at times, I enjoyed more things about Glass than I didn't, and would recommend it to fans of the other films to seek out and see if you'll enjoy it as well. I'm gonna give it the rating of... do it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestSailist. Until next time, Troop out.